Okay, here's the thing. I know you love Black Forest cake. I know you do, because I do. And we are like the same person. You and I, we get along on a different level. And I was just thinking, what if it didn't have to be an entire cake and the guilt associated with eating an entire cake? Oh my God. So what if we just make little bites, little nuggets of just like, ooh, Black Forest, like dark chocolate, cherry, and just I eat one and then I eat maybe 10 more and I feel not so shitty about myself. You know what I mean? Cool, let's get started. First thing I wanna do, I have pre-measured my flour here. I'm gonna add my cocoa powder. And here I mixed together my baking powder and baking soda already. It's 1/8 of a teaspoon. What an insignificant measurement. Can we just talk about that for a second? And now we're done talking about it. Let's give that a whisk. That's a party trick I do. People love me. Great, that's mixed together. Cool, in my stand mixer, I wanna do the wet ingredients. This is like any cookie. We do the dry, we do the wet separate, then we combine the two. So, in here, I want to mix together my butter and sugar. I'm going to get that blended until it's light and fluffy, and then I'm going to add in my egg and vanilla. Okay, now I want to go ahead and add in my dry ingredients a little bit at a time. We're going to get it till a dough comes together. All right, now I'm gonna set this aside because we're gonna get working on a glaze to go on top of our cookies before they go in the oven. Okay, so I have got my oven preheating to 350 and I grabbed this baking sheet and lined it with a little bit of parchment paper. So that's ready to rock and roll. The glaze, now the glaze, big deal. Focus, Julie as well. Sorry, very exciting and also distracted. For the glaze, how many times did I just say glaze? Drink every time I say glaze. I've got myself some maraschino cherries, which I drained, but I saved some of the liquid, about 2 tablespoons. I've got it here in this cute little bowl. So I've got those aside. For this glaze, I'm gonna mix together 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk with 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I wanna melt these over low heat. And then when the chocolate is beautifully melted, I'm gonna add in that reserved cherry liquid. Amazing. Okay, so we've got a glaze done, we've got a dough done, and I've got leftover cherries. Now we assemble. So I've got my dough, I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm gonna roll out little kind of golf ball size cookies, place them on your baking sheet, and then you could use your finger to press an indent, but I have some very long fingernails, which I take a lot of pride in. So I'm gonna use my knuckle. Okay, then we go inside with a cherry, bada boom, bada bing. And then to top it off, I wanna grab some of that glaze. I'm gonna get about a tablespoon over top, maybe a little bit more. Just douse the cherry. You don't owe it anything, cover it completely. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the rest of this baking tray and then they are gonna bake until they're nice and solidified but chewy in the middle. They've gotta cool on the rack for 5 minutes and then cool on a wire rack for 10. I'm gonna dab in. Whoa, oh no, whoa. You're not gonna wanna try these because it's gonna ruin every cookie you have post this cookie. This is a proper brownie in the facade of a cookie. Thank you so much for watching. You rock. I hope you like this recipe. I hope you get a chance to make it and I will see you next time.